Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today, and as you guys can see, today we are messing with the new Zorga. We just got confirmed what his actual effect is, along with some of his newer support. And while I've never messed with Zorga a day in my life, I really thought that this card was really cool. So we're gonna go through some of the new cards real quick. We threw a build together. Don't judge me. I don't know how well it's gonna play. I haven't actually tested it yet, and I don't know current Zorga, so I don't know like what's good ratios as far as how many orders to play. But we gotta try it out, and hopefully we don't get our ass beat too bad. But ride line real quick. Basic starter, disastrous slurper. What a name. Abyss Fishing. When this unit is rode upon by Split the Preordained, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them. Choose up to 1 unit card and 1 normal order from among them. Reveal them. Put the revealed normal order into your hand and discard the revealed unit card. This deck's all about the orders, and you want to get certain dudes into the graveyard. The drop zone. Split the Preordained. When this unit is rode upon by a unit with Zorga and its card name and a divine skill, choose up to 1 normal order from your drop, put it into your hand. If you played an order this turn, this unit gets 5,000 power. That's on rear guard, but we don't often call this from the draw to the rear guard unless we call it from the drop zone. And then we've got, of course, Faded One of Taboo, Zorga Nadir. When you would play a normal order, you can choose a normal order from with a different card name from your bind zone and an Alchemagic. Alchemagic basically means you get to play one. Normally, you only get to play 1 order a turn. Originally, Alchemagic was you would choose an order from your drop zone, bind it, and you would get basically stack its cost and effect to the back of whatever order you played, so you get to use the effect of 2 orders. This lets you use orders from the bind zone, which is kind of crazy. Its act effect is Energy Blast 2. Bind a normal order from your drop. Choose 2 cards from your drop. Call them to rear guards, and they get 5,000 power until the end of the turn for each normal order with a different name in your bind zone. And then at the end of the turn, you retire those units. That's really good for certain units, because there are certain units that gain power boosts, and certain units that gain extra crits. And this is what our main engine to bind our orders and just make our columns get bigger and bigger. His divine skill sounds like Luster, but it's actually pretty good. When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, Soul Blast 1, choose a column, stand all the rear guards in that column at the end of the turn, retire those units. So basically, you just pump up your rear guards. There's rear guards that gain extra crits, and then they can actually swing, restand, swing again. We're playing fronts and crits. I might actually try draws. I thought about going rainbow with this deck just because we want the fronts for defense, because we're playing a lot of orders, so we're lacking on the defense. And the draw triggers might actually help us get into our combo pieces. So I'm seriously considering going rainbow. But we're playing the extra crits because we have a bunch of dudes that gain crits, so we might want to just try and close the game out early. This guy, Sea Breeze Abduction. When they attack this unit boosted, hits a Vanguard, bind an order from your drop, choose an order from your drop, put it back into your hand. Not bad. Elementary Sanctitude. In the dim light of Frozen Resentment. Soul Blast 1, look at 3 cards on top of your deck, choose a card from among them, discard it, shuffle your deck, choose a card with a grade equal to or less than your Vanguard from the drop, call it to rear guard. We're basically playing a lot of orders that help fill up the board. Mythoric Habitat. Look top 7, choose 1 unit with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck. If you use any search effects, you can search this out. If you use any call effects from deck, you can actually just add this to hand. Nectar of Sensation. This is going to be one of our kill cards. Choose 1 of your rear guards until the end of turn. It gets 5,000 power for every 5 cards in your drop, and if your drop has 15 or more cards, it gets a crit. So we can actually stack that with this new grade 2, which we'll go over in a second, and Roman Prison Dragon to give it extra crit and a shitload of power, so that way it's potentially lethal. And actually, I forgot about this card, so you know what?
Section Grid. I'm talking about a revolutionary tool.
We are in fact going rainbow. Gather Upon Me, You Wandering Souls. This is probably my favorite of the orders. You play this order by discarding an order card from your hand, and for this turn, your Vanguard gets +1 drive. Great in the mid game, great in the early game, great just all around. Rancor Spear Trooper. This one's actually out now, but it's actually going to be a lot stronger with new Zorga. During your turn, this unit gets +5,000 power for each of your order cards in the bind zone. Doesn't have to be different names, just different orders. All the orders that you have bound, bam, just keep pumping this thing up. This thing gets huge. Abomination of Impending Karma. This thing is kind of crazy. So, When this unit is placed on rear guard, Energy Blast 4, bind a normal unit from your drop, and this normal order, and this unit gets 5,000 power until end of turn for each normal order with a different card name in your bind zone. So that has potential to get really, really, really big. While it's in the drop zone at the beginning of your battle phase, if you have a Vanguard with Zorga in its card name with a Divine skill and you did Alchemagic this turn, you may call this card to rear guard. If you call this card and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets +1 crit until end of turn. So, easy way to combo this with Zorga. You can use Zorga's skill, bind a normal unit, call 2 dudes. They're going to get bigger based on how many orders you have bound. Then you go into battle phase, you call this thing out. Now this thing comes out. This thing gets power equal to how many different orders you have bound. Then it gets a crit. And there's still Roaming Prison Dragon we haven't even got to. We're playing one copy of this just because it's a grade 3. And the later you use this in the game, the easier it is to use. Basically, it's a Counterblast 4 to use it, but its cost gets reduced by 1 for each card in your bind zone. So obviously we're binding our orders. You can eventually play this for free. It's just draw 2 cards. That's just solid. But because it's such a grade 3 and has such a setup, that's why I'm only playing one copy of it. Roaming Prison Dragon. This is the bread and butter of even the current build of the deck. When you play a normal order, you may call this card to rear guard. If you call this card, perform one of the following. If it was Alchemagic, perform all of the following. This unit gets 10,000 power. This unit gets +1 critical. Great pressure card, good in the early game, good in the late game. It's a solid card. But this is the deck we're going with for right now. Definitely open to ideas. I do not know Zorga that well, so if you guys want to share your thoughts, I would really appreciate it. But enough from me. Let's go jump into a game. All right, we got a game, and it looks like we're probably gonna go second. Our opponent has to pick. I'm gonna apologize real quick. I keep looking to the left and right instead of looking at the camera. The way my camera's positioned between my 2 monitors, I have the game right now on my right-hand monitor, and my OBS on the left. So I was just making sure everything looked right. And I gotta get into a habit of looking between the monitors. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to keep the grade 1, but this one we don't want to go. This one we want to go. I kind of want to keep this. Oh, Shiranui. Maybe we don't want to play anything. I lied. Our hand's decent. Alright. Shiranui. Here we go. Discard. I'm going to just ride that right now. Get our energy crests. And pass turn. We're probably going to stay at grade 2 just because it's a stride deck. He needs us to be at grade 3 to go off. Oh, he's playing the Stealth Dragons. Oh no, he's not. Okay, cool. There's actually a Shoujo Doji grade 2 that you can play that gives them a much stronger early game. He might be playing that. We'll find out on his next ride. Do we want to guard this? You know what, we'll take it. Alright. Oh, over trigger. I don't like having had to use that this early. Thankfully this is free. Alright, so we're going to draw for turn. We'll discard another Roaming Prison Dragon and ride. And then we'll use his skill. Soul Blast 1. Check top 7. We get to add an order to our hand and ditch a unit. So we're going to add this to hand. And we're going to send this guy to the discard. Alright, shuffle up. Which one's this one again? Look at top 3. We have no orders in drop, so that's not necessarily needed right now. So instead, let's play this. And this is gonna let us check top 7 and call a dude. Do we have a booster? No, but you know we will call this just to get it into rotation. And then because we called the dude, we also get you. And then you get 10k. Alright. That's actually a pretty solid turn. If I do say so myself. We go battle phase, we won't swing. Oh, that's over here now. Then we gotta swing Vanguard. Heal trigger. Jesus. And then 25. He's gonna eat that. I didn't see him guarding that with how big it was. That was a really good turn. I'm pleased with that turn. And we're going into turn 3 with no damage. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. Show Doji. Try saying that 5 times fast. Alright, so this basically lets him look at the top 2, put one to soul, call the other. So it's basically to give them a better grade 2 game, since the best way to fight Stride decks is usually to stay at grade 2 a little bit longer. He really wants to go. He wants to go for damage. Oh, he's drawing a card. If you, yeah, it's just Counterblast 1 when you play a draw card, and then if a dominated unit hits, it bounces back to hand. So you can play it over and over again to draw multiple cards if you have the Counterblast for it. It's a solid card. Sorry, I'm shivering because it's cold in my apartment. Alright, if he swings with the grade 2, we're probably just going to intercept. We do have another order to play. That's fine. We want that in the drop. I am totally okay with this. We have nothing bound yet, so that grade 2 is not going to be great. But what do we have here? Yeah, we want you. So we're not going to ride. We're just going to go straight to main phase. We're going to play this. Use the skill. Soul Blast 1. It was look at top 3, choose a card from among them, discard it, shuffle, and then call it, do a grade 2 or lower. So we're at grade 2. So check top 3. Choose a card from among them. So yeah, we're actually gonna ditch the order. We can get it back. We can get it back next turn. Shuffle, and then we get to call a grade 2 or lower. So we're actually gonna call the grade 2 back out, and then because we played an order, he comes back out. Yeah, this deck's kind of bonkers. We can actually pump this thing up and start binding orders. No, you know what, we'll wait. We don't want to go too crazy. So we're just going to go battle phase. We're going to swing over here because he's probably just going to intercept. And we'll swing Vanguard. No guard. Ooh, front trigger. He's going to eat both hits then. I don't see him dropping a 30k on that. Because we're not at grade 3, even if he had a front trigger, it's not a 30k guard. He would need to drop 2 cards, so he wasn't going to do that. All right, he's going to grade 3. We're still at 0 damage. Like, we got lucky with that over trigger, but then he spent his other turn, you know, dealing damage to us. I forgot about that card. That card is not in our deck right now, and we kind of need that. Did he just draw 2? That's fine. We're gonna be doing some craziness next turn. I actually very much wanted that crit. Alright. Alright. Alright, let me double check what this does. I guess it just add an order from the drop. So, which one do we want to get back? We want to set up our Alchemagic, so we gotta be careful. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to... Sorry, I'm just playing this out. Like I said, this deck is a little complicated. We only have, what, 2? Yeah, so we want to discard an order here. So we're going to actually discard... Oh, this is hard. Well, we're going to get one back, so we'll discard Ye Wandering Souls to ride, and then this thing's skill, which is just going to get us Ye Wandering Souls back. Yeah, because we want to get different names bound. So back to soul. Alright. Now we're going to use the skill to Energy Blast 2. we're gonna call 2 dudes from the drop. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I do this right. So we're gonna call you and you, and we have to bind one. So we're gonna bind you. So these guys are gonna gain 5k. We just bounded you Wandering Souls, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. So now we are going to play this. And then we're going to Alchemagic with this. So the only cost we have is to discard this. So we're gonna give one of our rear guards an additional 5k for every card we have bound. So he actually needs another 5k. Oh, for every 5 cards in that drop. I'm sorry. Yeah, we only have 5 cards, so perfect. And then we get +1 drive. So this goes back to the bind zone, this goes to the drop. And then we get to call out our Roaming Prison Dragon over you. Bam. And then we get 15k in crit. Alright, I think I got the hang of this. And now we're going into battle phase. So now we get to call this out over this. And then it gets a crit because our opponent's at grade 3. And we get skill to Energy Blast 4. And you get an additional 5k because we have 1 unit bound. So I kind of messed up a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, I think we did everything. Oh no, we have to bind an order from the drop to do that. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's what I'm forgetting. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, so now we go into our battle phase. This is 31, this is 33. So we're going to start off with this. Because we're going to use our Divine skill. That's fine. So we Soul Blast 1. Stand the column. Now, because of all the combos we did, these guys retire themselves in the back row. And then the Prison Dragon's going to retire itself too. So that's what, a no pass? I mean, 1, 2, no triggers. Then we've got another 33 for 2. Oh shit, you're right. And then a 31 for 2. Alright, and then if you call this card your opponent's, okay. So these all go. Let me make sure that this doesn't go for anything else that I might have played. No, we're good. That was a good turn. We forced him to double perfect guard. We did blow out our Divine skill. We could have probably waited till we had a little bit bigger of a turn, but no, I think we did all right, and we have a pretty good amount of defense, surprisingly. But then again, we took like no damage in the early game. If we make it through this stride turn, I think we will be straight. All right, +9, right? So we're gonna guard with this draw trigger. Alright. Swinging again. This time we're gonna guard it again. And it's gonna retire. take that one. I forgot they're gonna restand. We should have guarded it. That was my mistake. We're gonna eat the Vanguard. Shit. Damn, he did not need that heal trigger though. That's the saddest part of this. Alright, so we take 2 damage. 1, 2. Damn, no damage triggers? That hurts. And both of these attacks are pumped up. That sucks. We need that and that. I mean, I guess Rainbow really was the way to go. Alright, we lived. Barely, but we lived. Alright. Let's do this. So we got Persona Ride. This is actually going to come in handy now. We're going to use skill. Energy Blast 2. We're going to bind an order. We want orders that we don't already have. Alright, so... Apparently we have no orders in our drop. Where the hell are all of our orders? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, where are all our orders? Alright, so we want to call boosters. We want big boosters. Alright, that's all we got. Yeah. Alright, cool. And they both gain 15. Alright. Now, we're going to play this combined with this. So we get 3 drive checks again, and we're going to discard this one. And for every 5 cards in our drop, how many cards we got in our drop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Well, they get a crit for no reason, but that's still plus 15 over here. And we got our extra drive check. And then because we played Dude, we get Roaming Prison Dragon, which we want to call right there. And he's going to get 10k and a crit. Now we go to our battle phase. We get to call our grade 2 back out. Where's she at? And then we have to bind another one for that. And we have another one that we don't already have. And then skill. She gets crits. We're going to Energy Blast 4. And then they get 5,000 for every one that we have bound. We should... Oh, that's why. That one was not supposed to go that way. But we have 4 different bound, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So plus 20k over here. Bang. We don't have a restand anymore, so we're not going to swing rear guard first. We're just going to swing Vanguard and try to pump these up even bigger. 1, 2, front trigger. That's actually perfect for right now. Oh, 3. I forgot. Alright, so that's 60, that's 70, so that's going to go here. And I keep forgetting that we had 3 checks. Alright, now we're going to go 83 for 2. Jesus Christ. And then we have 73 on the other side. I want to know how you're going to fucking eat that. We did it, guys. We did it. This deck might be too big brained for me. Too big brained. Alright, guys. Here's one more look at the deck. You guys saw the way it worked. It actually went pretty well. Our first grade 3 turn, because we let our opponent go to grade 3 first, we were able to use our restand for pressure. And then our next turn, we were able to just swing massive. I guess he was hoping for damage triggers to potentially block those attacks, because it looks like if he had guarded the Vanguard, he would have still had to eat both of the rear guards. But I'm not sure. He was making some pretty weird plays. Like, he dumped a lot to guard the Vanguard the turn before when our Vanguard was only swinging for 13. But, hey, it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think of the deck. Let me know how you guys are feeling about new Zorga. I think he's a very, very solid Divinez card, just like all the rest of them. They've done a fantastic job with these grade 3s. Let me know how you guys are playing the deck. I would definitely be down to try different ratios, different builds. I mean, we got lucky with the early game over trigger, keeping our damage low, but I didn't really feel too unsafe with the way this deck was, because we were cycling through our orders and keeping the shields. But let me know if there's a more optimal way to play the deck. If you guys enjoyed these types of videos, and maybe you want to see me play some of this live, maybe play some games with me, I will be streaming this weekend on both YouTube and Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Zaffikel and youtube.com/Zaffikel. And it would be great if you guys to come by. If you guys want to check me on social media, those links will also be down below. That is it from me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.